Hey, Rachel.
What's up?
I think we might be live. I'm not totally sure. Wait. But
Uh,
let's see. Maybe
let's
we are
see.
streaming live. Do we know how to figure this out?
Well, I'm gonna open up Twitter and see
I'll check on
if
Facebook.
anything's happening on Twitter. Oh, I see things happening on Twitter.
Awesome. Well, we are doing a little test live stream for people because we are going to do something new with WP Campus this year, which is live stream some cool videos in advance of the conference with sponsors. You guys haven't done that before, right?
Correct. That is correct. But we even have someone tweeting at us. What's up, Pat? You can see us. Do we have
I'm trying to get some confirmation that it's working on Facebook. I don't see that.
I will check the tubes.
But yeah.
Let's see. I will check our
Oh, there we
YouTube.
go. We are totally live on Facebook. Awesome. And I can see our captions coming through, which was the big thing that I was super excited about.
That was my next question. Yeah. Are they working?
I do see them on Facebook. I do not know if they're going out to any of the other platforms.
They are coming through on YouTube. Let me mute Google though, so I don't have audio bouncing around. But yes, I can see us on YouTube and I can see the captions.
Cool. Well, should we talk a little bit about, now that we know this works and functions, what people can expect this year at WP Campus? And if somebody has never heard of WP Campus, you want to give the background on what WP Campus is and what the conference is all about?
Yeah, definitely. So WP Campus, let me close YouTube because that is really distracting.
To see a delay of yourself.
I'm just like so mesmerized. So WP Campus is an organization and a community that is focused on WordPress in higher education. And we also focus a lot on web accessibility. We have been in existence. We've been around since 2015. Actually, we had our anniversary a couple of weeks ago. I think August the 17th or the 15th, one of those 2 days is when we were formed back in 2015. And we formed out of this kind of missing need for a lot of us to have a community focused around what we were working on. At that point, I had been in the WordPress community for, I think about 4 years, give or take. And I had been going to WordCamps, but no one was really talking about what I worked on. And so I had this idea one day about, wouldn't it be great if we could have our own kind of topic focused WordCamp? And that was August 2015. And so July 2016, we had our very first conference and we've been going strong ever since. And so for this year's conference, it will sadly be online. It's only sad in the sense that we all miss hanging out, but I do enjoy the online aspect in that it does open doors for people to participate that may or may not be able to travel for a wide variety of reasons. And having an online conference, it has its limitations, but it also, like I said, opens up even more opportunity for not only people to attend, but to present and participate. And so we are coming up soon. We normally have our event in July. And we delayed a little bit this year just because we needed a little bit more time. And also, I guess, why not be flexible and have a different date for this year? So really excited for that. September the 21st and the 22nd. It's coming up less than 4 weeks. I can't believe it. I always love this last little
Stretch
time building up to the event.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to get information about it, you can go to 2021.wpcampus.org. We have the schedule up. It's going to be 3 tracks on 2 days. what are some of the tracks that are standing out to you or that you think is kind of exciting and interesting, Rachel? I know that they're all awesome. We had a really hard time with speakers. We got so many great applications this year. And last year it was just 2 tracks, right? And this year we're like, we have to make it 3 because we love all of these. So I don't want to make anybody feel like we don't talk about you right now. We don't think you're awesome, because everything is awesome. But is there anything that's kind of standing out to you, like either topic wise or that might be interesting?
Yeah, so yeah, last year, so normally we've had several online conferences before, even before last year's went online due to COVID. And so usually for our in-person conference, we have 3 tracks. And then before, with our online conferences, we usually just had 1 track, because we usually just do like a 1-day in January event where we kind of touch base with folks and present. So last year for our online, we did 2 tracks. But yeah, like you were saying, for this year, we just had so much great content that we had to add a 3rd track so that we could squeeze it all in. And so I am really excited. I got the schedule up right now. I'm kind of scanning through it. We just published some new functionality to the schedule, so you can filter and you can search, which I think is really helpful if you are, especially if you're trying to like find all the topics. Let's say I want to filter for like Gutenberg, for instance. If you filter that, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions about Gutenberg. And so hopefully you all find the filters as helpful as I do. But there are some particular sessions that I am really excited about it for like a personal level. I'm really excited about both rounds of our lightning talks. We have a kind of a tradition that we do with our lightning talks, and that it started with our in-person conference, in that we wanted to start each day together. You know, we're all spread out all day doing different sessions, going to 3 different tracks, you know, so we wanted to start the day together in the same room. And so we've always done our lightning talks the first block of the day. And so both days of this year's conference are going to start with lightning talks, which is different. Normally we've just only had them on 1 day. So that's a new thing that I'm really excited about. I'm excited for Eric to come and talk about web performance with Google's Web Vitals. We're going to have a few different accessibility talks. We are going to have like web accessibility smart testing. And so it's a great opportunity to come and just kind of get like a little snippet about different topics, and to kind of broaden your view. Like if you're going to go to a lot of sessions that are focused on like one area, then lightning talks are a great way to kind of get introduced to other areas. Some other stuff that I'm really excited about, some folks from Harvard are coming to talk about how they redesigned the Harvard website. And so that should be really fascinating. I'm scrolling. We are having some sponsored sessions. And so there are a few session blocks that are from our wonderful and lovely sponsors. And I encourage folks to check that out, because sometimes they are like product demos, and maybe you are interested in learning a little bit more about a particular product. But some of them are going to be very very topic focused, informative. And they just happen to be one of our sponsors presenting, but definitely check those out, give our sponsors some love. We have always aimed to keep our events free to extremely inexpensive. And we do that we're able to do that because of sponsors. So please give them some love. Go check out their sponsor pages. Check out their awesome products. I am excited to hear about EduPack product. They have a sponsored session on the schedule where you can learn about the EduPack product, which I'm excited to see that session. Let's see,
yeah, and then
scrolling.
We'll have the live streams too with sponsors leading up to the event. So my goal is to have close to one every business day around midday. with sponsors, and then we might maybe pull in some speakers, or maybe just have like another organizer chat. Maybe Rachel and I will get on and talk some more about it. I think there's a lot of different opportunities to learn about the sponsors and what's coming up, and get excited about activities. We're planning some social. I don't know if we're ready yet to like really say. I know we're gonna do trivia, because trivia is fun.
We are doing trivia.
Yeah. Did we decide on, maybe we could let people, if you're looking for anything, did we decide on animals? Are we going to hang out with animals one day?
We are looking into the animals.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to narrow down some of the social, but we do want to have some times where we can all hang out. Trivia is definitely one of them, and that's during the day. And then we are trying to schedule things for each evening. And so we might possibly get to hang out with some animals. We did look into the magician. I'm not sure that's going to work out.
Yeah,
but
the magicians are so cool, except for they're kind of expensive. I mean, whatever.
Really
they have a really awesome skill, so they should charge what they are worth, as we all know in the web space. Charge what you are worth. It's fine.
Yes. So that would have been cool to have like a live magic show on the internet, live, quote unquote. Yeah. I'm posting to our Slack channel. Let's see.
So if you have ideas about what you'd like to see, let us know, because we're still working on refining that kind of thing for the evenings specifically, and we're going to try and do something each evening.
Yes.
So, yep.
The other new pieces of information that have been kind of soft released in our Slack channel, and I'm going to send out a newsletter on Monday, is we've actually got a fair amount of things to announce on Monday. Let me pull up my list so I can make sure that I share them all. One being that we do have an event T-shirt, and it's one of my favorites so far. It's very meme-tastic. And there's a link on the event website, 2021.wpcampus.org, where you can go and you can buy the T-shirt.
Where is that on the website?
It's under about the event.
Okay, so about the event, buy event T-shirt is what you would find. Yep.
Yes. So go and grab that.
And proceeds from the T-shirt will benefit the ACLU, American Civil Liberties Union. So that's cool.
Yeah. We found this platform last year, and it's really great because it does have this functionality that allows you to just send all the proceeds to a nonprofit. And so for last year, it was the NAACP, I believe. And then this year, the ACLU. And speaking of last year, you can actually, now this particular platform that we're using for the T-shirt, it's called Bonfire, by the way. They recently set up a way for you to have a store. And so if you go to the bottom, not the bottom, but like the middle of the Bonfire page, there's a shop all from WP Campus swag. So we have a store on there now, and it also has last year's T-shirt. So like if you want to go buy, you missed the opportunity to buy the shirt from last year, you can go on there now and buy it. So that's cool. So
tell us a little bit about how WP Campus supports charities.
So thank you, Amber. Another great thing to announce is, so a few years ago, I want to say we started in 2019. 2019, we were in Portland, and that would have been our 4th conference. Every year we move from place to place. So we host the event every summer at a different college campus. So in 2016, we were in Florida, in Sarasota, so it's a long name, at the University of Sarasota in South Florida, I think, or some variant of that name. I apologize. 2017, we were in Buffalo, New York. 2018, we were in St. Louis, Missouri. And then 2019, we were in Portland, Oregon. So by the time we got around to hosting our 2019 conference, we made this decision that instead of using a portion of our budget to buy swag, which if you're not familiar with swag, it's, I don't know if it actually stands for stuff we all get, if that's just an office reference, but it's a thing you kind of get at conferences, right? Like you might get conference swag where you get a T-shirt or a water bottle, and like sponsors hand out stuff. And most of it's actually really fun. And I enjoy a fair amount of swag. I don't think I have that thing sitting on my desk anymore, but I recently cleaned it off. But
WordPress and WordCamp swag is super cool, but
yeah, the problem with swag is that it's a lot of it goes in the trash, right? I mean, there's only so far you can go down the swag rabbit hole where you can actually buy an item that like
and it's
everyone
useful.
likes. Yeah, everyone likes it. It's useful. Like
Otherwise, it's either it sits on like a shelf as like a trophy or a memento, or people just throw it away.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Like a lot of it I really like, but a lot of it goes in the trash, and it's such a waste. And we do so in 2019, we decided that instead of buying a bunch of swag, that probably like a heavy percentage of that is going to go in the trash, that we would use that money and donate it to a nonprofit. And so at the time, it was very much we were going to pick a local nonprofit. So, and local to our conference, we as an organization do not really have a local place. We are very located on the internet. So in Portland, we chose an organization called Free Geek. I believe, I apologize if that's wrong. Free Geek, which was a local nonprofit that helped help people with technology, bought computers and things like that. And you can actually go on the 2019.wpcampus.org and read all about that wonderful org. And so we had a fundraising campaign and we matched donations. And so actually, I know I have the numbers up here on how much we did. So where is it at? Maybe that's from last year's website.
So there was a $3,000 match.
Yeah, so for 2019, we raised $3,000. Okay, so maybe 2019 we didn't match, we just raised. So we raised $3,000 for Free Geek in Portland. So for last year's conference online, we decided to match donations up to $3,000, and we selected 5 different organizations, and we were able to. I thought I had the numbers on here of how much we raised, but we matched $2,540 in donations to those 5 different organizations. And so we are doing that again this year. And like I said, it's going to go out, the announcement's going out on Monday, but you can go ahead and submit matching donations. So if you go to the 2021 website, 2021.wpcampus.org, there's a donate page in the menu where you can see the organizations we've chosen this year. So this year we are supporting the ACLU, the International Rescue Committee, Hope for Haiti, Girls Who Code, and Feeding America. And so the donate page on the website has all the information about these wonderful organizations and how you can submit your donation receipt. And so when all is said and done, we will match those donations to those organizations.
Yeah. So it's an awesome way to give back to the world and the community, and also sort of say thank you. If WP Campus is free, which is awesome, but this is one way that maybe think about the value that you got from WP Campus and what you might have paid for a conference ticket from a similar thing, and you could maybe consider giving some or part of that amount to a nonprofit organization. So
definitely. Yeah.
And I guess the last thing we should say before we hop off is that registration is open. You can get your free ticket now, which we want everybody to do, even though it's free. It really helps us to plan. So if you go to the website, there's links all over it. And you can RSVP and register so that we know who's coming, how many to expect, and some of those details that are helpful for us as organizers.
You will need to register to actually join the event and view the platform. We will start onboarding people over the next week or so. And I'm really hoping to have it set up where folks can use their WP Campus WordPress login. But we'll see, hope, fingers crossed. But you will have to log in, and the only way you'll have a login is if you've registered. So definitely make sure you register. Registration will be open up till the event and during the event. So But if you go ahead and grab, we're already starting to send out emails to attendees that have all kinds of helpful information. So the sooner you get registered, the sooner you kind of start getting those emails, start getting helpful stuff, and kind of know what to expect and how to get the most out of the event.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, do you feel
Cool.
like anybody needs to know anything else before we say goodbye for now?
Let's see, we covered the new schedule functionality. We covered, oh, one more thing. We are still looking for nominations for 2 panels we're forming for the event. You go on the schedule, there are 2 panel TBAs, and each of those have information about how to nominate someone. We are looking for 2 types of, we're looking to build 2 different panels. One is a panel that's focused on individuals who have used Gutenberg. Basically, it's just kind of like, I've used Gutenberg and here's what I've learned. And so if you've used Gutenberg for a while, or you know someone who would be a great addition to that panel, let us know. The other one is lessons learned from the pandemic. So what did you learn throughout this interesting, so, nice word to use for all this, interesting experience over the last year and a half. Yeah.
Interesting.
It can help you and help other higher ed orgs going forward. Are we moving into this kind of new reality, a new normal, so to speak, even though I hate that word, but I hate's a strong word, new normal, where, we are doing more and more stuff online. And so what can we take away from that? And so if you know someone or yourself, you can nominate yourself. That would be a great addition. Go ahead and do that, because we're going to start forming the panels probably next week.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in and hanging with us. And we hope that we get lots of notifications as you all go register for tickets right now.
Yes.
We will be back live next week with some sponsors, and we'll